Welcome to this year's TNA Bound for Glory review. I am the huge one, Dave Koco from KocoSports.com or KocoSports.net. It's where the world comes to cash, home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. As always, we ask you win, loss, or tie. What you thought of the pay-per-view as a whole, as the main event, as a company. Yeah, hold on. Let me put it this way. You know a product is bad when you go on Twitter and their fans are blaming the internet before there's a reaction. You know it's a bad show. You know it's a bad show when, you have TNA co-hosts that don't return messages. But, hey, you're scheduled to be live. Yeah. You just know it's a bad show. When you're in panic mode and before there's even a reaction, before there is even one tweet, you're tweeting how the IWC is going to hate it. Yeah, there might be a fake terrorist group, the IWC, but if you're going to blame the internet for how shitty your product is before there's even a reaction, that's called damage control. You know it. Listen, if you defended this main event, the pay-per-view overall, I'm going to give it tie. But if you defended this main event and the ending, you're a TNA fanboy. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do to say, oh, wow. No, there's nothing. Matter of fact, I don't even think you're a TNA fanboy. You just hate Vince McMahon. There's no way, if you're a TNA fan, you're happy with this. There's no fucking way. You just blindly defend anything. That's the only thing that gave this company hope. The only thing that moved it forward, the only rock after creative team after creative team after creative team is now gone. There's nothing. There's nothing from 3 months ago. And here's the thing. I might as well say it. Matt Hardy defeated EC3 with the help of Jeff Hardy. Why is EC3 being booked like a face? Like it's Bizarro World. John Cena is being booked like he's EC3, and EC3 is being booked the way John Cena is supposed to be booked. Does anyone know how to book a heel and face in this goddamn world? Dear America, does anyone fucking know? I just have no fucking idea. Congratulations, Matt Hardy. You're 41. You're the fucking champ. Way to go. But, I got nothing, dude. There's no fucking heart, passion, soul into this fucking product. And you know what? It's got to the point now where, yeah, the pay-per-view was better than WWE, but there's nothing. There's nothing that connects the dots. Literally a throwaway storyline just ruined the only storyline you had going. It's the only storyline you had going. Everything else, bam, 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 boom, bam, 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 boom. Oh, yeah, you shocked us. You shocked us right in the fucking changing the channel. It's just sad because I know they're in panic mode. I know that they're in survival mode. The only thing worth watching, storyline-wise, there were some really good matches on this. There's some really bad booking, some really horrible stuff. But storyline-wise, the only thing worth watching, the only thing worth tuning in for every fucking week is gone. It's gone for what? A hotshot storyline? I don't fucking get it. If you're a TNA defender, I'll put you on, but really. And here's the thing. You might be thumbs downing this video and saying I'm a TNA hater. Here's the difference between me and the other TNA fucking fanboy defenders. Go back and watch my other shows. Go back and watch my other shows. Matter of fact, it was like months ago. I said fucking, if EC3 loses to fucking a nobody, to fucking a hotshot storyline, I'll be fucking done. And you're going to be like, oh, you're just part of the IWC. It's just random. It's just, no. It's not good. I don't fucking care what anyone says. It's not fucking good. And you're not a TNA fan if you thought this main event was good. If you thought the other pay-per-view was good, if you're gonna say, "Oh, it's better than WWE's house show," yeah. That's all justifiable. That's all legit. Give yourself a Barrett Horowitz. But if you're going around going, "Oh, the internet's gonna complain about this," before anyone even mentions anything, you know it's bad. In your heart of hearts, you know it's bad. It's just not good. It's not fucking good. And granted, Bound for Glory has been a throwaway pay-per-view for a really long time. Pay-per-views have been throwaway pay-per-view. And no, I've literally watched it from day one. I've supported. I got it. Dude, no. There's no way you can defend this main event. There's none. You're just lying to yourself now. You are fucking lying to yourself. The best thing you can do is blame a fake terrorist group. Oh, the IWC. Yep. That's good damage control. Because I'm sure people that are on the fence of watching TNA or not, being told they're part of a fake terrorist group and they're wrong. I didn't even fucking, where I was watching it, there was like maybe a 3-second delay. Literally a 3-second delay, and my Twitter exploded with IWC is going to complain. We're like, whoa! I didn't even see it. There's a 3-second delay here in Japan. Bump your fucking brakes. It's just, you can't just blame the internet for your fucking problems. You can't. And you can't say it's good. You can't. 4 days ago, a curveball this, a curveball that, a curveball this. You just destroyed the only storyline you had going. And you could be like, well, there's this storyline and this story. Yeah, but no, they're all fast-paced. There was nothing worth tuning into. And how is EC3 being pushed like a face? You know, for what? A Matt Hardy moment? Did they even sell out? It was in his hometown. What the... You know what? Overall, I give the pay-per-view a tie. But I'm drawing a line in the sand. If you thought that main event booking was good, there's nothing TNA can do that will ever be bad in your eyes. There's nothing. There's nothing TNA can do. TNA could literally deliver you anything. And you'd be like, that's better than WWE! Da-da-da! There's nothing TNA can deliver that you won't be happy with. There won't. I mean, if you asked me 2-3 days ago what was the worst outcome ever, I'd be like, this is it. I mean, is that what you want? You want people to be like, wow, congratulations, you picked the worst outcome ever, and you want fucking 4 or 5. And here's the thing: do you even pay these loyalists? I can't picture being that loyal to a brand. You know, that loyal to a brand and not get paid. You at least get paid for that shit. I know, I'm a WWE fanboy. Random fucking comment in the comment section. Overall, I give it a tie. It's just the ending was beyond disappointing. Beyond disappointing. It's like, oh, all right. There you go. That fucking happened. Way to go. Yeah, so we'll break it down. We'll go to a lot of live comments. We were supposed to have a bunch of pro TNA guys as co-hosts. They magically disappeared after the Matt Hardy situation. Dude, when your team fucking fails, I'm a Buccaneers fan. When your team fails, still show up to the party. Fucking man the fuck up. All right, let's see. Let's break this down. All right, you have Ultimate X match. I thought this was a great start of the pay-per-view. I like fast-paced wrestling. I like the X division. I enjoyed the Ultimate X match a lot. You got to see DJ Zima, Ion, Manic, and there's a bunch. Andrew Everett and Tigre Uno. I enjoyed this match a lot. Ultimate X is probably one of my favorite things about TNA. I am a big fan of starting off pay-per-views with very fast-paced matches. That's just, I think it's a good move by them. I enjoyed this match a lot. Andrew Everett, I didn't know much about him. There's a lot of new faces, and I don't know if Bound for Glory is where new faces should appear. But with that said, I was crazy impressed with Andrew Everett. Just was absolutely amazing. I like the fact that Manic has a storyline and he's going to be TJ, so I find that to be amazing. Overall, I started off very, very happy. Even though I liked a lot of the wrestlers here, I thought Tiger Uno had to win so that your champion can be respectable and all that, and he does win. So overall, I enjoyed the opening match, and it started off really, really good. After the match, oh, by the way, I'm reading all these off WrestlingInc.com. I like to just pimp out the site where I'm reading the results from. After the match, Shane Helms comes to the ring, comes from behind. Tiger Uno and him face off. Josh and I was going to call him, but Pope. Josh and Pope did a pretty decent job some parts of the pay-per-view and a pretty shitty job other parts. But I thought they did a good job calling the spot. Helms was there. They looked eye to eye. They shook hands. I don't know if this is a one-time thing because North Carolina, but I'd like to see Helms on a national product one more time. I know that, but I think Helms and Uno feud, if Helms is healthy enough, I think that would be a really, really good feud to help Uno go to the next level. So I really enjoyed this match. I think it started off the pay-per-view really well. Going into it, I saw my Buccaneers get my ass whooped by Carolina, so I was a little down in the dumps, but this really picked it up, and it's probably one of the more enjoyable matches of the night. I enjoyed it. They kept going back. They showed video packages, interviews of the main eventers being interviewed throughout the night. Nothing special there, just, the usual I gotta win type situation. They even interviewed the referee. From there, you got Bound for Gold match, gauntlet match, and I have ADD. Didn't give a fuck. I thought not including the main event booking, I thought this was the worst thing of the night. They got in a lot of, I guess, old timers. I don't know if I really want to call them legends, but they got a lot of old timers in. They got, let's just read off the people that they had. They had Mr. Anderson, Jesse Goddard, Ellie Drake, Al Snow, which Al Snow is really getting in shape. Aiden O'Shea, which I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I was really impressed with Andrew Everett, but then when I saw a second new guy, I'm just like, come on, this is Bound for fucking glory. People don't make their premieres on the biggest pay-per-view of the year. At least it shouldn't be that way. I'm not saying it never happens. I'm just saying it's wrong. You got Robbie E., which I find to be entertaining. Mahabali Shera, who fucking danced. Of course he danced. Why wouldn't he fucking dance? Listen, I've been to India. Dear TNA and dear WWE. No one dances that much in India. You got Tyrus, Chris Melendez, Tommy Dreamer, Abyss, and the Pope. The Pope had a little bit of a comedy spot. I don't know. I thought it was okay. Some people really bitched about it on the social medias, but I thought it was okay. Overall, I went from holy shit, Tiger Uno, Ultimate X to what the fuck is going on? Why am I watching this? It was definitely the worst match of the night. The rules are fucking crazy. People online were like, that's not the rules, that is the rules. And I'm just like, why can't I fast forward live television? This was probably, besides the main event booking, this was probably the worst thing on the pay-per-view by far. By far. I mean, you had a couple of good spots here and there, but overall, it was just confusing and painful. And yeah, so there you have it. The number one contender is Tyrus. And this is where I started getting angry with the booking, okay? I get Bound for Glory Gauntlet match. All right, I'm not going to bitch about it too much. But Tyrus wins. And after the match, Christy Hemme, how the fuck does she still have a goddamn job? Comes up to interview Tyrus, but Ethan cuts him off. And I've been defending Tyrus. I'm like, no, the Tyrus character is good. You can recreate the Kingpin relationship, I thought it would be great, to have someone loyal to EC3. But no, God forbid if the villain gets anything. EC3 is not the bad guy, folks. He's not the fucking bad guy in the story. Tell the story, take away the names. EC3 is the fucking hero. But EC3 comes out, celebrates, is happy, but Tyrus fucking ruins his whole character in one fucking sentence and says, "No, I want the world title." And you're like, this fat fuck can't wrestle and he can't even fucking get a decent character down. You know what? Matt Hardy's champion. Who gives a fuck? Let's be honest. Next. Tag match I really enjoyed a lot. A lot of people were complaining about the fact that Global Force and the rematch and all that, but I'm okay with that. I like the storyline. I enjoyed it. I like the Wolves. I'm a huge Wolves fan. I'll always be a Wolves fan. And the Wolves come out. They take on Trevor Lee and Brian Myers of Global Force. And can we officially say Brian Myers is a huge ass bust? I mean, everyone went crazy because on Pro Wrestling Tees he had some really cool ass shirts. But I've not seen a good Brian Myers match. Like, I've seen him carried with Trevor Lee and the Wolves. But is it official? Can we call Brian Myers a bust? Is it official? Because I don't get it. Like, what are you seeing? Like, is anyone a Brian Myers fan? He was getting like a little bit what they call X-Pac heat. Trevor Lee, on the other hand, is absolutely amazing. I enjoyed this match a lot. I thought it was a really great tag team match. And you know what? It picked up my spirits. It had a real good X Division match, a clusterfuck, ruined storyline bullshit, and then it went back to another good match. So it picked up my spirits. I was like, all right. We had your shit. We got the shit out of the way. Let's just fucking go. I mean, EC3 is the ultimate underdog. Why would he have Tyrus ringside? Moving on. Jeremy Borash interviews fucking Drew Galloway. Drew Galloway, you might be awesome, but in TNA, you're phony as fuck. King of the Mountain title match. I thought this was probably one of the best matches for pure wrestling. Not like, you had the X Division, you had the tag. Like, right there, you have 3 great matches out of 4. So overall, I can see why people enjoy this product. It's not the wrestler's fault. It's fucking booking. It's management. It's fucking, you just 3 out of 4. I feel like I never want to watch fucking TNA again. That's exactly how I feel. I'm like, oh man, Google wants to do the War Room. Man, what the fuck? But the first 3 to 4 matches are amazing. And you know what? Let's say that one match was not that bad, as I'm putting it. Still, you have a good night. And not only that, but you had 3 different styles. I enjoy that as a pro wrestling company. You had the X Division high flying style, clusterfuck. We will try to avoid that. Then you had a great tag match, and then you had a great technical one-on-one match that told the story, and both people came out respectable. I thought the King of the Mountain match was amazing. I enjoyed it a lot, and if you like in-ring wrestling, Bobby Lashley isn't exactly the best of wrestlers, but I give Bobby Lashley tons of credit because he can hide his weakness. That's it. He can hide his weaknesses. And Bobby Roode is the best thing going. Like, a lot of people are mad that Bobby Roode's a face, but now I understand. Yeah, be mad all you want. It doesn't fucking make sense. Bobby Roode's a face. Who gives a fuck now? But, prior to the main event, a Bobby Roode versus EC3, heel versus face, was pure fucking money. Now we have Matt Hardy. That's what we've come down to. Dear TNA superfan, what if 41-year-old Matt Hardy beat Seth Rollins? What would you be saying? I don't understand being loyal to a company. But let's save complaints for Matt Hardy to later. Bobby Lashley versus Bobby Roode. I thought, I don't know, it's so weird. It just depends on your style of matches. You can argue what that match of the night is by what style of wrestling you like. And not that, but then it follows with another great fucking match. Oh, man, dude. You know what? Let's have a moment here. I want to publicly apologize to these great athletes that bust their ass in TNA for fucking idiots. fucking morons. It's just, what the fuck, man? It's just, this could be such a great fucking pay-per-view. It could be such a great fucking pay-per-view. But why? Do you hate us? Do you think it has to be original? Are you just testing your loyalists to see if they'll fucking blindly defend anything? Yeah, they will. They will. Fucking next Bound for Glory, just have Dixie Carter piss on fucking a pile of shit. And people will be like, Tailbetter WWE! Bobby Roode does get the win. Next match. Then the big thing about Earl Hebner's TNA Hall of Fame introduction, which I find weird. Do you think that was just a takeaway from Jeff Jarrett? Because Jeff Jarrett, they gave him the Hall of Fame when the Hall of Fame came out, and they usually do it once a year. And then Jeff Jarrett and Big Bitch gets into a fucking little pee-pee contest, and then Earl Hebner's in the TNA Hall of Fame. Good for Earl Hebner. It's just weird. Like, why did we add this? It just seems like, are you that bitter at Jeff Jarrett? Are we just going every pay-per-view is going to have a Hall of Famer now? It just seems weird that the man that needed to be in the Hall of Fame most gets in this year, and then you're like, all right, let's have another one next month. Is it going to be monthly now? Is it going to be whenever the hell you want? Is it going to be pay-per-views? With that said, congratulations to Earl Hebner. I still don't think referees should be knocking out wrestlers and punching wrestlers as much as Earl Hebner does. And it's not even referees. I don't think old men should be punching people like that. It's just, come on, dude. But you know what? Let's not look at the negatives. The negatives are coming. Congratulations to Earl Hebner. I thought it was a really cool speech by his son. I thought that was a nice touch. So congratulations, Earl Hebner. And I don't know why you're coming in now. Like, I don't want that to tarnish you going into a Hall of Fame, but it does feel weird. Like, all right, Earl Hebner, I don't know. I think there's something behind the scenes to that one. Either that or they're just going to add more and more people into the Hall of Fame. You know, because now Jeff Jarrett had to be in the Hall of Fame, but now that Jeff Jarrett's in the Hall of Fame, yeah, you could maybe get AJ Styles, maybe Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, but to me, Jarrett had to be in the Hall of Fame. Now that he is, maybe more people will enter. Then you had the TNA titles match. The Gail Kim promo package before that was amazing. Awesome Kong, Gail Kim helped build, women's wrestling in TNA, and also maybe worldwide. They put a spin on it. I think for a long time, Awesome Kong and Gail Kim had the highest rated segment in the main event. I love both these women. I do believe Awesome Kong has lost a step or two. Gail Kim is still amazing. I don't know. Like, let's say Gail Kim, 1 out of 10 was a 12. I say now she's a 10. Before she was amazing, but she's still one of the best female wrestlers ever. I enjoyed this match a lot. It wasn't one of their best matches ever, but the way the booking was, the way the promos were, it felt like maybe this is the last time we're going to see these two women in the ring again. And for that alone, this match is worth watching. It's kind of like the Terry Funk retirement tour, or when an old fighter or an old wrestler happens to have a big-time match. Like, this might be the last time we see them. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I love the fact that it was just one-on-one, not much into it. I thought the husband shit was stupid, but he's kind of a celebrity, and, I guess. But let's just ignore that. You're better off just ignoring the husband situation. But yeah, Gail Kim does get the win. And overall, I just thought it had a special feel to it. I thought, fans that watched TNA for a long time probably enjoyed this match more than the newer fans. The no DQ match, this was fucking weird. You had Eric Young versus Kurt Angle. It's no disqualifications. Eric Young pile drives Kurt Angle. They sell that he's really hurt. Eric Young beats up a couple people, brings them back to the ring. Kurt Angle says, no, I'm done, which that would be moving on. So it leads to Eric Young beating the hell out of Kurt Angle, who's selling an injury. And then, dun, 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 Angle just beats him. It was weird. It was odd. Maybe Kurt Angle's really hurt. Maybe Kurt Angle didn't want to be there. It was just, I would have dropped this match and gave others more time. It was very storyline driven. Very storyline driven. They had a couple of hardcore spots, but overall, you're just like, all right, sure. So I don't know. Maybe people enjoyed it. I did not. It's just the way it is. But yeah, so there you go. And Kurt Angle does win. After the match, Angle goes to his feet and celebrates. And now we're to the main event. So as of right now, it's kind of a good pay-per-view. It really is a good pay-per-view. The opening was amazing. The tag match was really good. The Bobby match was really good, which I wish they did that in Japan. A lot of Japanese fans at Bound for Glory were mad that both Bobbies didn't show up. And I thought the Wolves versus Trevor Lee, Wyatt Carey, and Brian Myers was really good. King of the Mountain match was good. We already talked about that. The Knockouts match was good. So, granted, TNA is a little bit harder to judge because the pay-per-views cost a lot more if you're not pirating them. But with that said, right now, you're getting your money's worth. It's a good pay-per-view. Did they have some shit? Yes. But they saved the biggest fucking load of shit towards the end. Next, you have a three-way match, which was by far the worst booked hot shot main event. It was just horrible. Ethan Carter III, the good guy, The Rock, versus Matt Hardy versus Drew Galloway. Drew Galloway is a motivational idiot. And you know what? I don't even want to fucking break down this match. Let's just fast forward. It's really fucking painful. I don't understand how anyone can fucking defend this shit. Matter of fact, let's just go to comments. We'll get back. I just don't have it in me. Devin Graham says, cool, appreciate it. Mustafa is watching us, much love. Nothing on Twitter. You can. Oh yeah, there's a couple on Twitter. I apologize. Boop. Let's see. I would love to see Matt Hardy win the title, though. That's from Wesley West. So Wesley West is happy. I don't know if Wesley West watched it, but yep. Let's see. People are watching more Dallas games on Twitter than TNA. LB Clash of Kings. Brace yourself. Please don't have a heart attack. I don't think it's a heart attack. I think it's just more depression than anything. Matt Hardy becomes world champion. Yeah, and Wesley West is happy. He says, Matt freaking Hardy, LOL. Hashtag never say die. For a guy that says hashtag never say die, how come I want to fucking kill myself? Hey, Matt Hardy. Wow. Can't wait. Can't see where these fucking feuds are going. All right, let's see. Freddie Ellie says, we started the show on a bad note already. LOL. Let's see. Andy Papp says a hot thing. Huge loss. Any good that came out of the pay-per-view went straight down the toilet. The minute Fat Hardy became champion. Dixie can go fuck herself. Billy Corgan and whoever wrote this garbage can go fuck themselves. TNA shot themselves in the foot. They killed their only star they had. Match of the night was the Ultimate X match followed by the tag team match. Did EC3 piss in Dixie's coffee or something? I don't know. Maybe he's supposed to be a good guy. I don't know. I'm sure they'll hot shot a storyline for the next 3 weeks and people will defend it and go, see? And then after those 3 weeks are up, they're going to fucking forget and they're going to have to hot shot another storyline for 3 weeks and people are going to say, see? And then you're like, yeah, but if you look at the 3 hot shotted storylines, they don't connect and make sense. And then they're like, la 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 la, you're a WWE fanboy. It was better. All right, we're 7-1, not too bad. I think once we not go live, it'll be bad. Let's see. LB Clash of Kings. I think this was a good pay-per-view except the main event. Yeah, the main event, the Kurt Angle match was awkward and that thing. But yeah, I still say it was a good pay-per-view except the main event. I think EC3 should have retained, but it was heartfelt moment seeing Matt Hardy celebrate, but EC3 should have stayed undefeated. I thought at least Drew Galloway would take the pin and not EC3. Yeah. And then, of course, yeah. Yep. I can't wait to see the spin TNA fucking superfans put on this bullshit. LB Clash of Kings. I hope TNA didn't put the world title on Hardy's to get Hardy Boys stay in TNA. I hope not either. But does it really matter? At the end of the day, he's the fucking champion. That's your fucking product. Yeah. Overall, I give the pay-per-view a win minus the main event finish. Yeah, that was a bad main event finish. Mark Goldman says, "Oh, come on, Koco. Are you seriously trying to tell me you're not excited for Matt Hardy versus Tyrus to the world title and has 5 stars written all over it?" No, I'm not excited. I'm not excited at all. Adrian K says, EC3 lost. EC3 fucking lost. Fuck this shit. Hopefully Matt Hardy as champ doesn't last too long and EC3 can win it back. Yeah, but it's over. No one wants to, get sloppy seconds. Overall, show good. Cool seeing Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee and the return of Shane Helms. Yeah, I don't know if Shane Helms is a one-time thing. I hope not. Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett I didn't know much about, but they won me over. LB Clash of Kings. Yeah, T-Shirt and Alucard went silent after the main event. I can't even contact them right now. Yeah, well, what they do is, and I love them, but they're coming together and they're getting together, and it's like Democrats and Republicans. They're getting in their war rooms and they're getting together and they're like, well, what can we say about this? What can we do? And that's when you have to defend the products. That's what happens. It's like fucking Fox News over there. They got to fucking get in the little war room, get together, and be like, all right, well, Koco pre-warned us. If this happened, he's going to bitch. Koco's bitching. Blame the IWC. Bang! All right, now let's get together. And 2-3 days later, we'll make a video countering every point after we had a fucking YouTube meeting of the minds. That's what's going on right now. Either that or they're just like, fuck, this ain't good, and I put all my fucking eggs in it. That's what happens, gentlemen, when you're loyal to a company and not loyal to an idea. LB Clash of Kings. X Division match was pretty good, and it was surprised that Joy DePope getting it in the ring. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cute and funny. I don't know. I had mixed feelings about it. LB Clash of Kings. If I'm not making that knockout match went for 19 or 20 minutes long. Gale and Kong both delivered, and it kind of makes sense Gale retained because if it is true TNA going to India, the Gale closest knockout rocker who looks kind of Indian, who looks standpoint, even if she's Asian. I don't know about all that, but possibility. And yes, I kind of think Brian Myers may be a bust. Also, I like a lot of new debuts on tonight's pay-per-view. See, I don't know. That's interesting. I guess that was going to be a side question. Do you enjoy new guys appearing on? Because it's supposed to be the biggest pay-per-view of the year. Am I right? I don't know. It's interesting. That's something I'd find interesting. People's opinions. Andy Papp says, best case scenario, EC3 demands his rematch on Wednesday and wins the world title back, and Hardys go away forever. I guess. Yeah, there is no best case scenario. A part of me is dead inside. It's like, wow, you built a storyline for what? Well, you got to think about it. They built the storyline literally for 2 years. They literally built this storyline up for 2 years. It was The Rock. It was the fucking storyline that why TNA creative guys were going fucking left and right. Dixie put her foot down and said, no, this is the one guy we're going to have as a Rock. This is the one guy. And they just threw it away for what? Literally 4 days ago? They threw away a 2-year storyline in 4 days. Great. No, that's. But I kind of wanted Kong to win the knockout title tonight. Me too, a little bit, but I don't know. I think Kong just isn't the Kong that we know and love. I think they have to hide her weaknesses. I think at one time Kong had no weaknesses, and I think now you have to hide them. But that's amazing that the Gail Kim Awesome Kong match went that long, if true, because I enjoyed it. I think TNA kind of does 2 inductees per year for TNA Hall of Fame. No, this is the first time they've ever done it, I think. Yeah, no, I don't think so, man. LB Clash of Kings. I definitely think that either Gail Kim or Awesome Kong will be the first woman inducted to the TNA Hall of Fame. Yeah, Gail Kim's. That would be nice. And a lot of people want Gail Kim in first, but I feel that Awesome Kong will go in the Hall of Fame before Gail does. Gail does. I don't think so. I think for one reason. Well, two reasons. I think Gail Kim goes in first. One, Gail Kim has more of a WWE following, which obviously is important. You can't fucking deny that anymore, TNA fucking superfans. And the second thing is she's the first champion ever, and so I think Gail Kim goes in first for those two reasons. All right, let's break this last match down. We all know what the fuck happened. All right, let's right to the finish. The athletes put in some effort that goes to nothing because the guys in the back fucking ruined it. Yay, the internet is angry. That's fucking what we wanted. Ha ha ha. Fuck the internet. We fucking. EC3 hits his finisher on both guys, doesn't get a 3 count, loses his mind, goes in the ring, hands Jeff Hardy. Fast forward. Jeff Hardy hits EC3. Matt Hardy pins him. Matt Hardy's your champion. In North Carolina, that barely got a pop, and then he had to bring his kids and his wife in the ring to fucking make it seem important. And then after the match, Matt celebrates in the ring. Jeff brings his dad in the ring. Family fucking reunion. I hate every fucking Hardy. I'm glad there's more of them. And EC3 flips the fuck out and pushes bitch. There you go. And then that's it. We end with the Hardys having a family reunion. You know what? If you cut out all the EC3 and main event segments, this pay-per-view is a win. Because, it's a win. But, no, the main event was horrible. Nice damage control, though, TNA. Listen, if you're going to fucking blindly defend the company, at least get paid for it. At least get fucking paid for it. Jordan 9 MVP, LeBron 23 MVP. Says right. All right, so appreciate it. At 27, Freddie Mitchell says, God, I do hope so. If I'll okay, he's talking about New Japan World. Yeah, New Japan World is likely going to test the market in English commentary. So I believe it's supposed to be Kevin Kelly and Matt Striker, and I hope so. I kind of feel bad because I work a lot, but I'm going to try to free my schedule on the 12th to do a post recap of New Japan. And I hope so. I hope New Japan gets better, because they have the best wrestlers in the world. They have some of the best fucking talent in the world, but the booking has been bad. But you know what? After seeing Matt Hardy become a champion, I want to apologize to New Japan. It's not that fucking bad. All right. I'm going to look for comments, try to get them in. Forsaken says, I'm listening. Couldn't find a good link to the show. Well, appreciate you listening, sir. And Adam O'Shea, a.k.a. Jay Bradley. So what was his debut with a new gimmick? He was just an Irish, I don't know if he's Irish, but he had an Irish, gangster feel, and he had taped up knuckles and a wife beater. I don't know. I before I give a strong opinion on the guy, I want to see more of him. But out of all the new guys that appear, he was the least. It was just random guy. There you go. All right. Refresh. We're 7-1. You know what, TNA? It's painful, and then I fucking review it, and no one watches. And I'm not holding up to YouTube standards because I know there's better YouTubers than me. I'm just holding it up to WWE standards and review standards. Maybe I have to fucking lie and say everything's awesome. I am Mikey. Just getting in from work, gonna catch the replay. There's some really good stuff, Mikey. There's some really bad stuff. Do you think this was the weakest Bound for Glory TNA has produced? No, they had 4 or 5 good matches. I I don't think it's the weakest. I think Japan might have been the weakest for the American audience. Bound for Glory has just been a weak pay-per-view for the last couple of years, to be honest. Where would you set up for TNA after Bound for Glory? I'm going to be completely honest. If I was part of the writing creative team, I'd quit. I probably wouldn't have made it to this pay-per-view. Like, let's say I was just a writer. I didn't have control. I know, hey, dude, you got to feed your family. I know you have to kiss ass in pro wrestling. But if I saw the final script and EC3 was going over on Hardy, I would just resign right there. I'd put my 2-week notice. I would. I don't care, like, how much you get paid. Some people, that's the sad part. Back in the 80s and 90s, people sold out for money. Now it's just a lifestyle. People sell out and they don't even get paid. That's 100% fact, dude. That's a goddamn tweetable and a half. In the 80s and 90s, we sold out for money. Now selling out is just a way of life. Like, you have YouTubers blindly defending TNA, not getting paid by TNA. Why? I could see, being like, what's his fucking nuts? The PWR guys, the fucking straight shoot guys. I understand being positive, hoping that you get a lot of likes and people will donate money to you. Like, I understand that strategy, but I don't understand malignly defending a product and then not getting paid by that product. Maybe I'm old, but you know what? I don't want to sell out unless I'm getting paid. Why sell out for fucking nothing? Why? Unless you thought that was good, but then I think you're just lying to yourself. You're selling out for fucking your own belief system. So what? So when is TNA going to India to tape Impact? I don't fucking know. Sorry, dude. My Bucks lost. Matt Hardy's the champ. Andy Paps, I want to apologize. That was a dick answer. I give myself two fucking Kevin Dunns for that. I don't know when they're gonna record. I'm sorry that I was so fucking bitchy there. I am Mikey says Dixie Cutter announced Tiger separated his shoulder during the X Division Ultimate X match. That sucks. Dixie sent out a tweet at TNA. Tiger Uno separated his shoulder during the Ultimate X match and still finished to retain the X Division title. Hashtag unbelievable. Well, I don't know how serious the injury is, and I don't want to play a doctor, but I hope that he can rebound for the next tapings. Because, when you have shit booking, you have to defend, you have to rebuild your shit booking into good booking by having strong champions. Way to go, Wolves and Tiger Uno. I am my fucking champion. You know what? I don't even fucking hate Matt Hardy that much. I don't. Okay, I hate him a lot, but not as much as I used to. It's just like, come on, dude. Really? You should be embarrassed of yourself. Did you even fucking sell out that building? You're a fucking one. I am Mikey says, while promoting Bound for Glory, Jeff Hardy mentioned that he's not recovering from breaking his leg on his dirt bike a few months ago, but he's also dealing with a torn PCL in his knee. Hardy mentioned that he's trying to do rehab instead of having surgery. Well, that's tough, man. I'm not a big fan of the Hardys, but that's fucking tough. Yeah, hopefully he can rebound from that and come back. I am Mikey. Let's be honest, that was Jeff Hardy's spot. Matt Hardy, congratulations on getting out of your fucking brother's shadow and being hot shot into an angle that he should have won the title, which he honestly shouldn't have won the title, but God forbid we fucking tell a great story around this fucking joint. I am Mikey. TNA should be introducing more than one talent into the TNA Hall of Fame. TNA should induct 4 talents into Hall of Fame each year. Maybe. You don't want to go too much, but at the same time, you do want to get people in, especially considering the legends that TNA worships. WWE will come by and steal at any second. So how about this? If 4 talents a year ain't too bad, how about once every pay-per-view? That's not too bad. I think they do 4 pay-per-views a year, 4 talents in. The problem is eventually you're going to get you're going to get stuck in the future. There's a lot of guys in TNA that should be in a TNA Hall of Fame. But the problem is you do 4 a year, you're eventually going to run out of people because you don't have the history that WWE and all of pro wrestling has. Like, WWE has an advantage because they have a long history and they don't even give a fuck if you ever not wrestled in WWE. TNA, you're kind of stuck. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm for it. I just worry about way down the future, and maybe I'm the only one that worries about TNA's future and TNA right now. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you all for the likes, and I think I'm gonna wrap this bad boy up. Stay tuned to YouTube for Team We Need to Blindly Defend WWE after they have their War Room fucking meeting. And they can be like, well, you see what happened was, and you see, IWC. Can't fucking wait. Can't wait. Andy Paps said, all good, Dave. Appreciate it. Just the Bucks, Matt Hardy, man. I try not to be an asshole to people, but man can only take so much. God damn you, Carolina. God damn you. All right, we're 8-1. Not too bad. I'm going to read the last comments, and then I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. Hopefully I didn't. If I skipped any, I promise you it's not because it's disrespectful. It's just that it's a bit hard because sometimes they don't show you all the comments. All right, let's see. Man, I got glasses and I'm still blind. That's never a good sign. LB Clash of Kings says maybe in the future, but right now, he's talking about in the Hall of Fame. About 4 talents being in the Hall of Fame a year. Says maybe in the future, but right now, since a lot of TNA originals are still young and active, that they aren't going to do 4 or 5 inductees right now. Maybe 5 or 10 years from now, they'll do 4 or 5. Yeah, that's safe to say. I just wonder if they did it to either keep, like, these are my theories. I have no facts. These are wrestling theories. I know some people like to say everything they say is true, but these are more theories. I think it was to help keep Earl Hebner and his son there, or it was to take away from Jeff Jarrett. I think those are the only 2 reasons. Maybe Earl Hebner wanted to retire, and they're like, hey, let's get you in the Hall of Fame and stay around, pal. That could be a possibility. Either that, or they just wanted to take away from Jeff Jarrett, which, you know, that sounds fucking petty, like in pro wrestling. LB Clash of Kings, you are the last comment of the night. I can't believe we saw Rebby Sky make her debut tonight, kind of. Yeah, well, there was a lot of debuts, kind of. It would be interesting. A lot of people love her. I don't know much about her, except that people love her. So it would be interesting to see. I know she's a very beautiful woman, and that's all I know outside of that. All right, so I think for sure I am going to wrap this bad boy up. Sorry we didn't have a co-host, but they all magically disappeared. I was kind of hoping it would be a guy here defending TNA, but it didn't happen. So please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you tomorrow night after Monday Night Raw. Man, it's been a grind. It has been a grind, folks. Overall, I just want to stress this overall, TNA, the wrestlers are amazing. TNA had 4 or 5 pay-per-view good, worthy matches. The booking is horrible. The booking is god-awful. It's just, why? Why? And so please like, comment, subscribe. Check out the secret project at prowrestling.me. We'll hopefully have an official launch sometime this week. And yeah, KocoSports.net. We are moving into a bigger server because we got too many people coming on. So thank you very much for that. And I think that's it. I'm Matt Hardy's fucking champion. I don't know how much more shit I can plug. Matt fucking Hardy is champion. Like, comment, subscribe, and with that, I am over. Bum, 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 bum.